Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome Tag, welcome Bruce. Good to see you both. Okay, finally back with another stream. And I feel up for playing more Ace Attorney Investigations 2 today, so that's good. So we'll continue with case 5, sorry. The last case in the game. Okay. Right, so I've just set up a straw poll actually, because I've been thinking about, because I want to play Pokemon Sword soon-ish, to make sure I don't miss out on any like event Pokemon, and I'm not sure if I should stream it or if I should just play it on like whenever I'm not streaming. So I've actually made a straw poll for if you want to see me stream Pokemon Sword, because otherwise I'll just play it on my own time and I'll stream something else in place of it. So it's just up to you all. So I'm not sure how many people like watching Pokemon, so... Gen 8 Pokemon is also a weird one because it tends to... Like, I've seen other people stream it, and there are people who just watch the category for it and just go into random people's streams to complain about the games, which is kind of not fun. But, you know. Anyway, yeah, I'll be sharing that poll on Twitter and stuff as well before I decide. Fine either way, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine either way too. So, it's up to what people want. Okay, so, how many streams of this have we had? Because I think it's funny. Like, it shows just how long these games are. Let's see, we're up to part 17 of this. And in comparison, my Donkey Kong 64 playthrough, we just did part 5 and we're well over halfway through, 101%ing that game. That shows you just how long these games are. They are long games. Not to be underestimated. Okay. So we just did the beginning part 1. We're still in the beginning section of case 5. Depends, do I just want to play it when I feel like, or be restricted to stream times? Yeah, I don't think I mind either way, honestly. Okay, so let's just remember what was happening in this case. Okay, so we are not officially a prosecutor at the moment. We gave in our badge. We're trying to figure out who killed the president of Zengfar. It seemed like he got squished by a giant Mozilla head on a movie set. Kind of strange. Hang on, let's change screens. Yeah. He was found dead in a giant footprint. Let's see. There's a lot of heart. Actually, she's been pretty useful this case. She's been pretty helpful. And we're going up against Lang. He was very upset by the president's death. And he thinks Courtney killed her. Killed him. Where's Courtney? Yeah. Yeah, she was seen meeting with the president on the roof of that big tower, the Grand Tower from last case. And then she was seen leaving and the president wasn't there, so he thinks she pushed him off the side. But we think he got squished and someone set up a trap for him. Yeah, so we are here to talk to Courtney, find out her side of the story. She's in court at the moment. The courthouse, remember that place? Yes. Not a very important place, is it? Alright, just going to drink some water and then we'll get started. Okay. April 6th, 11:23 AM, District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, we got Shields versus Francisca. Oh. Court is now in session. Is the defense ready? Of course, Your Honor. We can begin whenever you want. The prosecution has been ready from the start, Your Honour. Jill Crane, the attorney in charge of the defence, has passed on from this world. The attorney in charge of the defence? Furthermore, Sebastian de Best, the prosecutor in charge, has disappeared. Aww. And so, Francisca and Mr. Shields have taken over their duties. Oh, that's right, this is the case for the prison warden from case 2. Yeah, this is a trial for her. Before we begin, I would like to apologise for the delay of today's trial. As the crime took place in the prison, a place where justice is normally administered, and the defendant was the warden of the prison, further exacerbating the situation, additional time was specially arranged to investigate and prepare for the trial. In addition, the defence attorney in charge of the case, Jill Crane, has recently passed away. Due to these circumstances, the trial was further delayed. Mr. Shields, Miss Von Karma, at this time, I'd like to give you my gratitude for taking up this responsibility on short notice. I guess this is the last job Courtney Pye's friend left behind for us, huh? Well, Uncle Ray's more than happy to help out. Although, having said that, I only had enough time to skim through the case files. Are you okay on your end, Franny Pye? What kind of prosecutor abandons his own case and vanishes without a trace? I won't allow any more delays in this trial while we wait for that foolish man to return. I have received the evidence just now. There should be no problem continuing the trial. You have my thanks. And with that, I hereby call the defendant, Patricia Rowland, to the stand. I'm surprised she didn't get mad at being called Franny Pye. Now then, will the prosecution please give us their opening statement? Very well, Your Honour. The defendant... Please wait, Your Honour. What is it? Well, there's something I'd like you to fill me in on. Just what exactly am I doing in a place like this? Then perhaps you would do well to listen to the opening statement. So if I listen to it, I'll get it, huh? Okay then, let's hear it. That was the plan from the start. Now, if you would kindly shut up and listen. The incident occurred in the detention centre and the prison Warden Rowland is in charge of. The victim is Horace Knightley, who was being held in the detention centre. The prosecution is certain that this woman here is the culprit. This knife, the murder weapon, is a decisive evidence. Huh? Miss Von Karma, is something wrong? That's impossible. The evidence is... What's wrong with the evidence, Franny Pye? The evidence... The knife's gone. The chisel with Dogen's bell attached to it is missing too. Oh, God. What? Order! Order! Prosecutor Von Karma, what is the meaning of this? I don't understand it either, Your Honour. If there's no evidence, then I suppose there's not much reason for me to be here. Some prosecutor can't even hold on to one little piece of evidence. What a dunce. I only received everything that the previous prosecutor had. Oh. It appears the culprit is that pampered prosecutor, the Boy Blunder. Boy Blunder, that's a good nickname. Hey, Courtney Pye. What is it? Your Honour, considering our predicament, what say we postpone the trial until later? The defence's proposal is overruled. What? Eh? Courtney Pye? I know, right? It'd be troubling for me if this trial were to be delayed any further. I just want everyone to know that I'm innocent, as soon as possible. Innocent? I've had more than enough of your foolish... And besides, you don't have any evidence, right? I recall a certain saying. In court, evidence is everything, wasn't it? Since there's no evidence, that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honour? I've forgotten the voice I use for her. Hey Lauren, welcome. We've just gotten started with beginning part 2. That is correct. What? The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Rowland. What? Stop. Stop.
Objection.
Hold your horses, Courtney Pye. You can't just declare her innocent all of a sudden. Is something the matter? For the defence to object to a not guilty verdict? Well, I mean, even you must know that the warden over there is guilty, right? You were there with us when we found the murder weapon. Mr. Shields, a judge must remain impartial when handing down a verdict. That is why I cannot allow myself to get caught up in my own personal feelings. What? Where did she come from? This is the trial for Patricia Rowland. Yeah, Raymond is taking over the defence from Jill Crane, since she was the one who was murdered. So Raymond's taken over the case from the defence end, and Francisca's taken over the prosecution, since Sebastian disappeared. And the evidence has disappeared. It seems like Sebastian might still have it, or someone else stole it. And now she's trying to rush a verdict. This is weird. The person who was present when the murder weapon was discovered, and the judge sitting before you now, are two completely different people. You're kidding, right? I can only hand down a verdict based upon the evidence that was presented. There is evidence, it's just... well, it's not here right now, but... a few minutes, that's all I need. I'll find the evidence and return to court without fail. The prosecution requests a brief recess, Your Honour. The defence would also like a recess, Your Honour. Courtney Pye, please. I understand. I shall grant your request. Well, Justine, darling, aren't you wishy-washy today? This court would now adjourn for a 15-minute recess, during which the prosecution and the defence shall prepare for the resumption of the trial. Understood, Your Honour. Phew, that was a close one. Court is now adjourned. Interesting. Hello, sweetie. Cleo's here to beg for food. Mwah. It's way too early to feed you, though, isn't it? Yes. The rare time we don't want not guilty in the trial. Yeah. Sorry, just got to pat Cleo because she's super cute. Yeah, right? So, yeah, we don't... I have no idea what to think of Courtney at this point. Is she good or bad, or... who knows? Maybe she's getting blackmailed by someone, or maybe she's bad and she just wanted to take out the chairman because she had her own reasons. 11:38 a.m. District Court, 3rd floor lobby. Didn't we find it together? The evidence? Yes, we certainly did. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator. Really? Why? Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this. The chisel? Wasn't that just a fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth, and the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. The real murder weapon is in the pond, inside the alligator. I wonder if it was stolen by someone. Mr. Edgeworth! Is it Gumshoe? Nope, okay. That's right, Gumshoe ran away last time we saw him. Not sure what's up with him. They changed the rules on us to create tension. The entire game has just been, well, there's no evidence to prove they didn't do it. Yeah. Oh, she's gone again. Miss Berry and Mr. Keyes, did you come to attend the trial? I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So, where is it? The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Actually, 2 key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and the knife. The trial is in recess now. Sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon. What? What's that supposed to mean? Looks like Simon's going to get arrested again. What? Eek! No way, I can't. I guess Simon is his usual noisy self. Huh? To think that I would be humiliated like this. It's Franziska. And here comes another noisy individual. Now, Franny Pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away, What do you say? That foolish prosecutor! When I get my hands on him, my whip is going to give him the thrashing of a lifetime. Eek! Miles, why don't you try talking to her? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. Well, Mr. Keyes' great Gumshoe impression. Regina actually gets more than one appearance. Yeah! Let's go hide from her because she's scary. During the recess, no one may enter the courtroom. Really? No one can get in? Like I said, during the recess, no one may enter the courtroom. But if nobody can go in, no one can resume the trial and we'll be stuck in recess forever. No! You're right. We're all doomed. Mr. Edgeworth, did you like how I pointed out that contradiction just now? I don't think you'll gain any useful information by pressing the bailiff. The courthouse is so much fun. There's even a wild animal tamer here. A wild animal tamer? Her showmanship could use some work. Oh, she's talking about Franziska. But that lady really knows how to handle a whip. Although, in her case, her whip is used to tame humans. Isn't there anything we can do? Well... Actually, I just got a great idea. If we put on an animal show inside the courtroom, everyone would be caught up in it. And then, maybe they'd have to delay the trial another day. No way! If we did something like that, I'd get arrested for sure. Nah, you'll be fine. The court's not so cold as to arrest someone for showing everyone a good time. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? I would prefer if you didn't flagrantly encourage such criminal behaviour. Save. In case I miss talking to someone. Never know what's going to advance this kind of segment. Yeah, Kay's great, isn't she? Kay, looks like you've gotten your memories back. Yeah, I'm all better now. Uncle Ray was really worried, you know. Though that other Kay was also pretty cute. Well then, now that you've recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake? Nope. We need to focus on the trial right now. Yeah, things aren't looking good. Stop being a creep. At any rate, we'll have to search for the evidence. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle Ray's in a pickle. If only there was someone who could find the evidence for us. I wonder who that could be. That look of expectation on your face says it all. Miles, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Do you finally feel like following in your father's footsteps? I simply left it in someone else's care. I wasn't stripped of my badge. Furthermore, right now I am unable to follow in my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush your decision. Take all the time you need to determine the path you want to follow. In any case, the door's always open for you at the Edgeworth Law Offices. Mr. Shields. Check out Kay's badge. That's a lovely badge. You like it? I'm sure it would also look great on you, Miles. This is Kay's treasure. I couldn't possibly wear it. Ah, I see. Rightio then. I guess there's no other choice. At this rate, the only thing left for you to wear is a defense attorney's badge. I fell right into his trap. This, eh? This evidence holds the so-called key to the case, right? It's possible. Yep, then hold on to it closely. Hurry, hurry, put it away. He doesn't think much about this. Mozilla. Nothing to say about Mozilla. Oh, the head. No. If only there was someone who could find the evidence. Edgeworth. Yeah, where is Gumshoe? Yeah, I don't think there's anything to say about any of this stuff, so... Movie flyer! No, okay. Yeah, talk to Francisca last, because I think she'll advance the plot. Mr. Edgeworth, where do you think you're going? No, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just examining the door. Ah, I see. It's the #1 rule of a great thief. Ensure your escape route. Great thinking. If you want to become the Yatagarasu's assistant, all you gotta do is ask. Since it's you, I'll let you skip the written exam and skills test. I'll hire you on the spot. That's quite alright. I appreciate the sentiment. The schedule for upcoming trials has been posted on this bulletin board. Of course, Patricia Rowland's trial is listed as well. Mr. Edgeworth, if we can't find the missing evidence... Yes, it will be a serious problem. Let's try talking with Francisca and Mr. Shields. Thirsty. There's a notice posted in front of the water fountain. Step on the pedal to enjoy amazingly delicious water. However, once it starts flowing, it will never stop again. So please be prepared. So this fountain is basically out of service. Alright, let's do this. Are you prepared? Calm yourself, Kay. It will never stop. It's an old whole leather sofa. Yeah, the leather's full of holes. Indeed, it's a whole leather sofa after all. I feel like there was a contradiction somewhere in this conversation. During the recess, no one may enter the courtroom. I think I've seen this dialogue, it won't let me skip it for some reason. What's this picture? Don't know. Books! Compendium of Laws for Beginners, huh? I wonder if even I could read them. Ah, but it looks like Volume 1 is currently out on loan. I'd better wait and start with the first volume. Otherwise, the story won't make any sense. Kay, I hate to ruin it for you, but law books don't have any story to them. Oh yeah, I almost forgot we could talk to Kay. Yeah, what's up? I can't believe the evidence went missing. We really did find the murder weapon, that knife, right? Yes, it was in the alligator's mouth. I wonder if someone took it with them. We cannot deny that possibility. Let's ask everyone involved with the case. We might find out something. Indeed, let's do just that. Don't you think today's trial felt kind of strange? The defendant, Miss Rowland, was awfully relaxed. Indeed, it was as if she already knew the evidence had gone missing. And Miss Courtney seemed different from usual too. There may be something at work behind the scenes during today's trial. Your badge. Eureka! Seeing this badge just gave me a great idea. As a token of appreciation. Oh yeah, she says she's going to make a badge, doesn't she? Yeah, we've seen that dialogue. We talked to her a lot last section, so I don't think she's got anything new. Alright, let's talk to Franziska. After I save. Oh, if it isn't former Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Franziska. Those who have abandoned the path of a prosecutor do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Still, what are you going to do, Franziska? The recess is only 15 minutes. Ugh. You're always so calm and collected. Like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. It makes me sick. I should probably stay classy and avoid a confrontation with her for now. Stay classy. Check out her badge. Is that supposed to be a replacement for your prosecutor's badge? It certainly suits you, Miles Edgeworth. Hold it! This badge suits me way more than it does Mr. Edgeworth. When did this become a competition? Kay Faraday. Have you had any more problems with your memory since your recovery? Nope. I remember everything perfectly now, including how I secretly wanted to steal a closer look at your whipping technique. Interesting. If you want to see it that badly, I'll show it to you. Why me? Ah, so close. I felt like I was almost about to see through it. One more time, Miss Von Karma. Show it to me one more time, pretty please. Very well. Since you asked so politely, could you two please stop this at once? Pretty please. Miles Edgeworth, unlike you, I am actually busy. I don't have the time to look at something like that. Why don't you just look at that evidence again by yourself? She is certainly as harsh as ever. Hey, do you like movies? No? Okay. The president died. This is Zhengfa's... Yes, the president of Zhengfa, Li Junhuang, who discovered his body just recently. What are you saying? There must be some kind of mistake. No, I confirmed it with my own eyes. There was no mistake. Then, this incident. Could it have something to do with my trial? No, it is nothing of the sort. We just came here to speak with Judge Courtney. Miles Edgeworth, are you trying to distract me by showing me evidence that is unrelated to this trial? Oh, my apologies. It seems I shouldn't have shown it to you. Shouldn't have shown it to me? Are you trying to conceal the incident from me? Oh, just what do you want from me? She's not in a good mood, okay? The tower? Okay. Oh. Now Edgeworth's going to get whipped even more. Yeah, this conversation has had a lot of great thumbnail material. Muzela. Nope. Okay. Musilla doll? Nope. Okay. Alright. Francisca, I never expected you to end up taking over the prosecution for this case. The bodyguard of the president of Zangfar, Horace Knightley, was murdered. The defendant is the former warden of the prison, Patricia Rowland. The knife she used as the murder weapon had been prepared as evidence. However, the murder weapon has disappeared, without a trace. Not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court. Ugh. The next time I see that foolish fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him. I don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders. If only there was someone who could go search for the evidence for us. Very well, I'll go look for them. Oh, Miles! You'd do that for us? Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. Well, if worst comes to worst, Uncle Ray and Franny Pie will help you stall for time. Until you recover the evidence, we won't let her hand down a verdict. Please do so. Francisca, are you okay with this? You're asking me, Francisca von Karma, to help you out. You'd be better off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman for the local news. Miss von Karma, this is an emergency. We could really use your cooperation. I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with that attorney over there, shall continue this trial. Meanwhile, you, the former prosecutor, shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly. I'm glad that you're on board. I'll help out too, because I really don't want to get arrested again. This sounds like fun! Regina wants to tag along too. Alright, that would be helpful. Now then, where should we begin? I think we should go find that person and hear what they have to say. Who should we talk to in order to learn where the evidence went? I don't think we've had enough player interaction here. Let's find Kate. Huh? That person knows where the evidence is? Yes, I believe they should. I don't think they have any connection with it. So it wasn't this person. If it's the evidence you're after, we should ask the person who was in charge of it. Indeed, there's only one person that could be. There he is, Sebastian. Hey Lewis, welcome. Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian de Best. Ah, you mean that rookie prosecutor, right? Got it. I'll leave him to you. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Just the two. Oh! Miles Edgeworth, you better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Franny Pie, wait for me! Now then, let's go help look for Sebastian as well. Hi, what the hell are you doing? Ah! Judge Courtney. If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. All is not well? Just what was going on in that trial earlier? Okay, there's no need for that. But even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict. So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney we're seeing? Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such. Even as a judge, she's still this stubborn. Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower. The roof, you say? You met with the President there, correct? The two of you were caught on the security camera. Is there some sort of problem with that? Today, the President's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower. That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the President up on the roof? Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone. Indeed, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the President talk about? That... I cannot say. Like their movements, animations, or reactions? Yeah, and animation is a good term for it. Yeah, the animations are really good in this game. Just gonna drink some water. I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use that. She is definitely hiding something, and I'm going to draw it out of her. Yes! Just a mention! Yeah. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with President Huang. It is true that I spoke with President Huang on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There is no need to tell you what was said. They were talking about the Steel Samurai reboot. Hey Panicking, how are ya? You forgot I was streaming until Sworn Through Swords came up on Shuffle Play. Sworn Through Swords is so good. Good song. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it would be better for me to wait and see what develops. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the President. Logic chairs! Could you tell me what you and the President talked about? My meeting with the President was strictly business. And since it has nothing to do with you, I am not obligated to answer your question. Wait and see. I appreciate your understanding. Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well. You even assist with the investigations. I am simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Was your meeting with the President also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Yes, of course it was. I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. Oh. This morning, you returned Kay's promise notebook to me. I don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. It's true. It seems I still retain some immature qualities. I wouldn't call it immature. It was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the President had passed away? Yes. It is very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Muzilla. This is very serious conversation. Ah, excuse me. You see, Muzilla, is that true? You mean the President died at the temporary Muzilla film lot? Yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Muzilla. Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. Oh yeah, what you missed panicking is that, so Courtney was, the trial for Patricia Rowland was going on, and Courtney was like trying to rush a not guilty verdict for her, and all the evidence had gone missing. And Francisca had to take over the prosecution from Sebastian, because he's gone missing too. And yeah, so she was trying to rush a not guilty verdict, even though she knows she's guilty, so that's very odd. Yeah, so we're trying to find Sebastian and the evidence. She said she wouldn't talk about the president. However, I might be able to get her to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. She is flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Francisca may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. I intend to carry out a fair trial. If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared non-guilty. Not guilty. Wait and see. I am a judge. I cannot allow my personal feelings to get in the way. So, you're saying you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course, I am. I am worried about Sebastian as well, but... You're worried about Sebastian as well? Wouldn't that mean that there is someone else you're worried about? Oh, by any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behaviour? That's impossible. I am a follower of the law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings. It may be true that those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we're not superheroes. You and I are only human. It is impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. It is as you say. As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? Just what am I supposed to do? Whoa, we haven't seen her like this before. For Judge Courtney to become this distraught, I should find out exactly who she is searching for. Up until now, she has been wearing the mask of a judge. This time, I should be able to draw out her true feelings. Are you searching for Muzilla? Right, who are you searching for? Judge Courtney, tell me who you are searching for. My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Is the person you're searching for Sebastian by any chance? Wasn't she being suspected of Huang's murder? Why is she the judge? Yeah, she hasn't been arrested yet. I guess they're waiting for her to carry out this trial. Yeah, he destroys his opponents with pawns. Yeah, that's kind of funny. He never uses other pieces, does he? When Sebastian learned of his father's true colours, he went into hiding of his own free will. I am worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own. Wait and see. Since he went into hiding of his own accord, he could return whenever he wanted to. Could it be the person you're searching for is unable to return under their own power? In regards to that, my lips are sealed. I am unable to talk about it right now. When I think about what might happen, to that child if I talked. Ooh. Who is that child? That child? Could you tell me who you are referring to? It's nothing. Please pay it no mind. Judge Courtney's expression has changed. It seems I've managed to uncover a clue. Are you searching for Muzilla? Are you searching for the mighty Muzilla? I don't have the time to play along with your jokes right now. It's not a joke. Just a moment ago, you were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Muzilla, correct? I was simply surprised by the president's cause of death. To think that he passed away at the temporary film lot, of all places. I forget if you get any new dialogue for like getting a wrong answer here. Could it be that the person you're searching for is unable to return on his own power? Yes, they're in the chess dimension. I love the chess dimension, it's so goofy. I love it. What's wrong with how he died? I will expose all of your lies for what they are. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I don't have time to play along with your jokes right now. She took it as a joke. I should avoid making further useless remarks. That's right, you don't get anything too interesting. I must read my opponent's reactions and emotions, and strike with the right words. Muzilla. From the way you're talking, it seems you have a problem with where he died. That's not true. It's just for the president to have passed away at a film lot, a place where dreams are made. I just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew remained unaware of the truth. What? I'm very sorry to say this. However, the movie's cast and crew are already aware of the president's death. I encountered a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene. No! Oh, how could it have come to this? You remember John Marsh's name, but not Penny? Oh, poor Penny! She seems to react strongly when it comes to the staff of the Muzilla film. This could be a useful clue. Is this all about John Marsh? Judge Courtney, tell me who you were searching for. My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now. Let me try using that clue. Could it be you're searching for that child who has gone missing? Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of a young age, correct? I simply cannot answer any questions about him. That boy has nothing to do with you, or the president's assassination. Let me try using that clue. Earlier, when Muzilla was brought up, it seemed to be a sensitive topic for you. Is that child you spoke of involved with the Muzilla movie? How? How do you know that? You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please tell me, who is that child? I understand. If you've come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. The child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh. John? Why do you want to know his whereabouts? Well, that much I simply cannot say. Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I am determined to expose the truth. That is my resolve. Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason. Are you acquainted with John by any chance? He is A famous movie star. I doubt there is anyone who doesn't know who he is. I actually hadn't heard of him until I met with him today. That just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him. Okay. Hey, Kalistar, welcome. If you were Huang, you'd have noped out of Japanifornia. The moment your plane landed and someone immediately tried to kill him, yeah. Yeah, why is he still here? Or why was he still here? Wait and see. My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure. You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, don't you? In any case, while I may know everything about John, it is a one-sided relationship. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Try another line of attack, yep. Where is he right now? Actually, we are searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be? Why would you think that I would know where he is? John and I, there is no connection between us. Okay. Need more clues. Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh? Yes, that's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who has been called a prodigy. Wait and see. I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower, so the temporary film lot had been on my mind. I see. I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film lot? Yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet... You sound like a stalker. It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give his schedule to a mere fan. That's true, isn't it? Please don't pay any mind to that statement. She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So, she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. Try it. Maybe she knows where he is. No, okay. Are you acquainted with him? Skip this dialogue. Seen this before. Wait and see. Yes, use the clue. I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove that you are indeed acquainted with him? How could I have committed such an indiscretion? It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue. Okay, now we ask where he is. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances. Eek! Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him? Help? No, that won't be allowed. Who won't allow it? The so-called goddess of law. The person who knows where that child is. A kidnapper. I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John. It was because Someone kidnapped him, isn't that right? Oh. Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. This time, I will truly be prepared for the worst. It is just as you deduced. Someone has kidnapped John. As I thought, there was a kidnapping. Still, how is John's kidnapping related to you in any way? John and I are mother and child. Okay. What? I was unable to learn much about the conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate. Got those pixels back. Complete. Well, so she's being blackmailed almost certainly, to getting Patricia off the hook. How much of what she's done has been blackmail? Guess we'll find out. What? John is Miss Courtney's son? No way! I mean, he's already so big. For him to be your... Yes, John is indeed my son. Please look at this. This is a clipping from a magazine. You can see John in case 3 and 4. Oh. Yeah, in case 4, I noticed he was the one we ran into when they were filming the movie. I didn't see him in case 3. I'll have to go back and look through that. It's an article about John. Do you always carry this around with you? Yes, I always keep it close by. It's like a charm to me. It seems the bond that they share is a strong one. However, are you absolutely certain that he's been kidnapped? Yes. I received a call from the kidnapper just before the trial started. Oh, okay, so this is very recent. What were the demands? They had only one demand. A not guilty verdict for Patricia Rowland. I see. So that's what happened. Since there's no evidence, that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor? That is correct. The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Rowland. So, that's why you were going to deliver a not guilty verdict earlier. I am not qualified to be a judge. A judge must be able to remain impartial and composed above all else. And yet, despite this, in the trial just now, I was about to hand down a verdict that was led solely by my heart. Judge Courtney, the goddess of law must be furious with me. But I simply couldn't do it. I couldn't hand down a fair verdict. If it meant I had to sacrifice my own son... Of course you can't. Kay. A real parent would never abandon their own child. If that makes the goddess of law angry, then maybe the goddess is the one who's wrong. The goddess is guilty. Guilty! Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. To declare a goddess guilty. We're responsible for upholding the law, but at the same time, we are only human. Nobody would hand down a verdict that would sacrifice their own child. Thank you very much, Miss Faraday, Prosecutor Edgeworth. However, I cannot simply run away from the courtroom. Judge Courtney, so this is where you've been. It appears it's time. This has been much longer than 15 minutes. Yeah, we had a scene in the actual courtroom earlier. He's early on in modern day. Oh, was he one of the ones looking at exhibits? Oh, yep. I remember there being a kid. Yep. Wow, that's a cool detail. Nice. Thanks, Horace. Yeah, Kay just kind of watches when we do logic dimension stuff. Chess dimension, sorry. It appears it's time. Miss Courtney! My father. He was a prosecutor. Your father? Yes, he stood in court, just like you. And now, with all that has happened, it got me thinking. What if my father had been in the same position as you are now? If a prosecutor was being coerced into obtaining a guilty verdict? I know. If my life were on the line, my father would definitely come to steal me back. Steal you back? Miss Courtney, why don't you let us take care of it? What? I'm gonna go steal John back for you. As the second Yatagarasu, I, Kay Faraday, give you my word. So, the great thief Yatagarasu plans to steal the truth, huh? What say you, Judge Courtney? Will you place your trust in our young great thief? Prosecutor Edgeworth. And, if it's all right with you, I wish to help as well. Thank you very much. I know that it's really not my place to ask this of you. But please, do whatever you can. Please save John. You got it. Just leave everything to us. Allow me to leave my cell phone with you. You may get a call from the kidnapper at some point. You have my word. I will ensure the safe return of your phone, along with your son. And I will do everything in my power to prolong the trial. But even then, at most the trial can only last for about 2 more hours. 2 hours, huh? So, until 2 p.m. That's our time frame. I must return to court. Miss Faraday, Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall leave the rest to you. Okay, I thought you were taking a break from being the great thief. As of right now, the great thief Yatagarasu is back in business. Alright, time to put on the gloves and hit the pavement. It's my first request after all. Is that so? In that case, we'd better begin our investigation post-haste. If we hope to track down John. Where'd he run off to? He might have just gone back home. That's right. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to get any filming done today. Or he may have run away. We should probably begin our investigation from the front of the Grand Tower. Hey! Hold it, Mr. Edgeworth! You're not the one in charge anymore! Oh. Kind of forced it on the Courtney. Well, Courtney said yes. You know? She could have said no, but she said yes, so. From here on out, this is a job for a great thief, which means I'm the leader now. If that's the case, then what am I supposed to do? Mr. Edgeworth, you get to be the first ever great thief's assistant. So, I'm a thief's assistant now. Alright, let's get going. The great thief Yatagarasu takes flight once again. Oh, she's great. Oh. 12:10 p.m. outside Grand Tower, Tower Plaza. Here we are, the scene of the crime. Let's get to work. Now, say it with me, Mr. Edgeworth. Say what? Even in the depths of night. Oh, come on, say the rest with me. And just why should I do that? Because The great thief Yatagarasu has arrived on the scene. If we don't say the introduction, it just doesn't feel right. I have no intention of becoming a thief. Ah, fine then, I'll do it by myself. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Yes, Kay, I know you are. I, on the other hand, am starting the investigation. You're no fun. We don't have time for fun. We only have until 2 o'clock. We need to begin inquiries immediately. Good thing we have the photo, so we can go right ahead and start asking around. That was a great scene. Ooh, right. Hi? Who is this mysterious person? Well, let's say it first. We're still in beginning part 2. Yeah, it kind of looks like Will Powers. Let's talk to Kate first. Yeah, what's up? To think that Miss Courtney is actually a kind and doting mother to her son. I never would have guessed it, from how she normally acts. Indeed, in order to fulfill her role as a judge, she had to conceal her true feelings behind that facade. Although John is a bit of a brat, I can't bear to see Miss Courtney looking so sad. We definitely have to steal John back for Miss Courtney's sake. To think that John had been kidnapped and was being held hostage all this time. That explains why we weren't able to find him anywhere. The last time we saw him was at the film set. We should start by gathering information over there. The kidnappers may have left some clues behind. Let's examine everything, even if it seems totally unrelated. Don't think she'll have anything different to say. Show her the badge? No, same thing. Okay. The guy Edgy almost got wrongly convicted. Yeah. Yay! It's Will Powers! Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. You're... This is Will Powers. He is an action star I met in a previous case. He also played the role of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. It's been a long time. Pleased to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, a great thief. Some stuff has happened, so now Mr. Edgeworth is my assistant. Nice to meet you. But a thief? And Mr. Edgeworth is your assistant? Please, pay it no heed. More importantly, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case. Okay. I don't know if I'll be much help, though. He's an actor who has been working with John. It may be a bit sudden, but let's hear what he has to say. Yeah. So many characters coming back in this game. I had heard that you were handling the investigation for this case, but... Well, that's... I'm not the prosecutor in charge, though. But if you're the assistant, then does this mean that Kay is in charge? No, this is just a simple You've got a good eye on you. You're completely right. She jumped at the chance. Since I'm in charge here, I'd like you to answer a few questions post-haste. And please be frank. Did anything happen to catch your eye? Ergo, didn't you notice anything? Who is she trying to imitate? The old bag alarm has been lowered. Yes. Yeah, it must be him in the costume then. That's good. Be frank, huh? Well, I feel sorry for the victim, but I can't help but worry about what will happen with the filming from now on. No, that's only natural. Still, I would think that filming would be difficult now. I knew it. This is bad. We can only use this location for a little while longer too. Is the filming almost complete then? No, but construction will begin here soon, so we won't be able to film here anymore. We're only using this vacant lot until construction begins. So, the rest of the movie will be filmed at Global Studios. Things aren't looking good. There's even some people spreading bad rumours. Bad rumours? Lately, a journalist has been coming by repeatedly, saying, "This film lot's hiding a real monster, I reckon. There ain't no use hiding it," and stuff like that. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Yes, it was that photographer from before. You're not actually hiding a real monster, are you? Of course not. If there really was one, I'd be out of a job. Let's show him stuff. What's this supposed to be? I might be able to help you if it has something to do with acting or stunts, but... I appreciate that. However, this has nothing to do with acting or stunts. Is that so? That's too bad. He seems disappointed. Alright, acting or stunts. Oh, that flyer! I thought about giving one to you, but it seems you already have one. Yes. However, a fictitious monster battling against a fake Gordy is... How should I put it? It's a little far-fetched. Actually, I think so too. But in the beginning, we tried to find the real Gordy from Gord Lake. There were plans to use footage of the real monster in the film. It seems the problems with this movie stem from before they even started filming. Didn't know about the lock, right? No? Okay. Yeah, it was tough to tell from the original games. Yeah, it looked like he was crumpling his shirt, but yeah, he's holding a towel. Photo! What can I say? It gives you a good sense of the film lot, doesn't it? The entire cast and crew are all pumped up for this work, even more than usual. Despite all the hardships, we're never without a smile. It's a really nice atmosphere. And now, this happened. Although there is nothing I can do about the interruption of the filming, if I solve this case, they might be able to resume filming. In that case, there's only one thing for us to do. We must help Will Powers by solving this case. Hey, did you see the body? No? Okay. Mozilla's head. Ah, so Mozilla's head is broken, and giant footprints were left at the set? Actually, quite a lot of money was spent on production costs. You could say that the fate of Global Studios rests entirely on the film's success. I'm sorry for talking about such things when someone has just died. No, there's no need to worry. It is an undeniable fact that the film lot has been severely damaged. Global Studios also makes the Steel Samurai, right? Mr. Edgeworth, this is bad. If we don't resolve this case quickly, the Steel Samurai might also be gone for good. Oh, I never thought I'd be under so much pressure. That's the original Mozilla. It was pretty popular over a decade ago. This is the type that can record your voice, right? Yes. We were saved not too long ago, thanks to its recording function. But this doll only has one horn on it. What do you mean? There should be a total of 2 horns attached, one on each side. But if it's from over 10 years ago, I guess it's not surprising that it's missing a horn. Is that so? I thought the doll had a nice design, even with the missing horn. But you're always so nitpicky when it comes to the design of the Steel Samurai. She doesn't understand at all. That hero is special. Ah, so Mozilla's head is broken. Oh yeah, we've seen that dialogue. I think Will Powers will make for a good Virgil and John a good Nero. Oh, that would be some interesting casting. Lotta's testimony. No? Okay. It seems they're putting a lot of work into this movie. That's because this is our first attempt at making a sequel to an old classic. Global Studios is pouring their heart and soul into this one. I wish they'd put that much effort into making a new Still Samurai series. What role are you playing this time, Mr. Powers? I'm playing the Mighty Muzilla. Wow! You're the main character? Well, much obliged. I'm wearing a full body costume again, so my face won't be seen this time either. I see. That costume sure is cool though. I want to try wearing it too. I know. How about next time you let me get in the costume? Maybe just the horn part. That's not really possible. You can't get inside the horns. Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm not in the Screen Actors Guild after all. I don't think that's what he means. I would like to ask you some questions about John. Hello, sweetie. Cleo just walked in going, eh. That's exactly the noise she made. Hello, sweetie. Is it nearly your dinner time? Let's see. 20 minutes. Wow, you still have a while to wait. Sorry, baby. You gotta wait. Can she survive another 20 minutes? Oh, you're cute. It's incredible how composed Edgy looks when he's standing before the man who plays the Still Samurai. We only have 2 hours. I wish they'd put this sort of effort into a new season of Still Samurai. About John? Oh, I heard about it from the girl on staff. How he suddenly vanished from right in front of you guys. That's just like him. Does he do that a lot? I'd say so. During filming breaks, if you even took your eyes off him for one moment, he'd be gone. Do you have any idea as to where he might have gone? I don't know, but I ran into him as he was leaving the film lot. What? Really? Where did John go? I saw him get in the trailer, but when I was checking the equipment, he was gone again. The trailer? Huh. There might still be some traces of him left behind. Mr. Powers, could you show us the trailer? Sure thing. It's a bit of a mess right now, though. Let's take him up on his offer and examine the inside of the trailer. Nice. Look at things. It appears to be a map of the area around the Grand Tower. Let's take a look. Oh, this is going to be useful. Dusk Waste Management. Do they help you manage your wasteful spending? No, this is where the garbage trucks bring all the combustible waste they've collected. By the way, Kay, why are you so fidgety? It's nothing. More importantly, there's another waste centre on the top right corner of the map. Since they're separate facilities, they probably handle different kinds of waste. Although, there does seem to be a lot of waste management facilities around here. Oh, ooh, I think I know why. I bet they're always collecting garbage from dusk till dawn. Were you so fidgety because you were waiting for a chance to say that? Yeah, twilight, dawn, and dusk. Yeah, I get it. This is the Grand Tower. It's where we are right now. It's a nice building, but I can't say I'm a fan. I can't blame her. It wouldn't be strange if she never wanted to set foot in the tower again. But Mr. Edgeworth, once we discover the truth and completely solve this case, can we come here again, just to sightsee? And we can bring Gummy along with us too. Never letting the past hold you back. And always looking forward. That's just like you. Unfortunately, Kay, we aren't quite finished here yet. There's still much left to solve. It's too early to be making plans for the future. I guess so. Well then, let's hurry up and solve it. Not enough vampires? Ooh, a park. I never really cared much for that sort of thing. I heard that ultraviolet rays from the sun can cause burn marks on your skin. Kay, what in the world are you talking about? Come on, I'm talking about the Rising Sun Park, of course. I'd like to bask in that sentiment while I watch the sunrise in the park. The Sunshine Coliseum. It's a place where all sorts of special events are held. I've always wanted to go to the World Thief Expo, but it was cancelled this year. I heard that it's a huge event where all the greatest thieves from around the world gather. But last year, everyone who went got arrested. Turns out it was just a trap set up by the police to catch the thieves. And even knowing that, you still want to go. Oh. It seems the harbour and the waste centre are quite close to each other. Maybe that's where they dispose of all the garbage that comes floating in from the ocean. Perhaps they do, but I'm sure they also deal with other types of waste as well. Other types of waste? Oh, you don't mean shells and fish bones, do you? You can't just throw away the fish and shells you catch from the sea like garbage. You want to recycle them, make them into jewellery and stuff. Okay, let's talk about this matter some other time. Fish bones as jewellery. Oh. Okay. Didn't really get anything important from here yet. Hey, Son of 2K. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Okay. Yeah, she got her memories back. Pretty good. Hello. Thank you for your hard work, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I'm not a prosecutor at the moment, but I'll keep quiet about that for now. Thank you. What are you doing here? Sir, I'm on guard duty. Then, could you tell me about the cars that have passed through here today? The only ones that came through here were that taxi and that blue truck. So, 2 different vehicles came through this place. This is valuable information. Hello, who are you? Hey buddy, what's wrong? Your face looks so serious. Have you picked up any passengers here today? Oh, I sure did, but it was only one group. What did they look like? It was a pair of men. They were both wearing black. Did you happen to see a small boy with them? Here's a picture of him. Nope, it was just the 2 guys. I understand. Thank you for your cooperation. I was hoping he would have some more information for us, but I guess not. Well, I'm guessing one of them is the man in black who was chasing after Lang. Now, I only saw one though. We're trying to find someone who was kidnapped. Also, the president of Zengfar got killed, so we're trying to solve that. There's a lot going on. Oh, sorry, is that a unicorn on your roof of your car? Or a Pegasus? I think it's a Pegasus. It's cool anyway. I like it. Hey, John! I guess he's not here. This basket looked pretty suspicious to me, but it certainly does. Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time. You can figure all that out just by touching it? Considering the length of time it's been parked here, The driver must not be nearby. I suppose we won't be able to ask them any questions until they return. It was the MIB. John and Courtney are alien outlaws. It's been happening to me too, where Twitch will just have an error, something like download aborted or something, and I'll have to refresh the page. Yeah, that's really annoying. Is that the message you got, Sanatuko? Can't go on there. There's a trailer. About John's seat. Oh, it's over there, where that backpack is sitting. Something is sticking out of the bag. This is a tape. Huh? It's a tape for filming. Why does John have one? Did he film something? This might be a clue. Is there any way to check its contents? We have a monitor to look over the footage that was filmed. We can use that. Now then, let's see what's on the tape. That is the error you got? Twitch auto-censored super twitch on your end. That's hilarious. It looks like when John was practicing. John was practicing by himself. The monster's footprints can be seen as well. So this must have been recorded last night. He does that sometimes. When he's not happy with his performance, he'll sneak onto the set to practice by himself. Wow, he really is hardworking. He sure is. Although he's young, he's a real pro. He never rests until he's satisfied. Then again, I can't say that I approve of him using the equipment without asking. John is able to operate the equipment all by himself. More or less, if it's just basic filming. Huh? What's wrong? Why isn't John on the screen anymore? I think he ran off somewhere just a few seconds before this. Did he go somewhere while the camera was still recording? The tape ends here. It looks like this was all that was recorded. No one else was on camera except for John. I mean, he would have to go to turn the camera off, right? If it was on his own. Haven't saved in a bit, so let's save. You like Powers' sprite in this game? Yeah, it's good. So good seeing Powers again. He's one of my favourite side characters. He's just so nice. Pieces of film equipment have been placed here. Are you filming today? No, we had to stop filming for today. Since a box has disappeared. A box? What is he talking about? Yeah, there was some equipment in that box. I take my eyes off of it for a few seconds, and look what happens. So, there's a thief among us! Exactly what was stolen. Nothing much, actually. Just the box is missing. Gee, I wonder if John was in the box. Why would someone steal a box? Personally, I would have taken the stuff inside. They probably wanted the box more than whatever was inside it. Or than whatever was inside it. Did they plan to put something inside the box? It's already 12:30. I wonder how Miss Courtney and the others are holding up. How long will they be able to prolong the trial? We gotta hurry and find John. Indeed. Oh, heck nah. That ain't how it's done. Oh, she's got her apprentice. You ain't gonna catch a scoop like that. Sorry, Chief. What am I always telling ya? We're beasts, scoop-eating animals. It's scoop or starve. No story, no glory. You gotta get fired up. Yes, sir. As expected of my mentor. They're here. It's those noisy reporters. Hey, they came here too. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go talk to them. Good grief, if we must. I love his reaction there. Hang on. Wasn't he going to let us go in the trailer? I guess not. Okay. Hey, welcome. A thief among us there? Kay kind of sus. No, I was with Kay when the body was discovered, okay? I was with her the whole time. Edgeworth probably rather deal with Old Bag than them. I don't know. Old Bag is very unpleasant. For Edgeworth, anyway. Alright. What do you want? I get snooping around again. That's my line. Did Miss Swift call you her mentor just now? She sure did. Nicole is my #1 pupil. She says she fell in love with the photos from my scoops. Even if our jobs are different, our passion for scoops is the same, let me tell ya. Ever since then, she's been all cute like, calling me stuff like Master and Chief. So she fell in love with Miss Hart's photos. I guess you could say, like teacher, like student. She's still got a ways to go in gathering information, but her passion's a match for mine. Seems like she was trying to catch the scoop about Muzilla's appearance. She's been circling around these parts all day long. Circling around this area? Maybe she witnessed the kidnapping. Mr. Edgeworth, looks like we'll need to hear what she has to say. Indeed, we need more information about John. Let's show Miss Swift that piece of evidence and ask her about him. Now that the black market auctions are over, what are you aiming for next? Isn't it obvious? The mighty Muzilla. I'm going after Muzilla. Who'd have thunk that while I was staking out the black market auction at the Grand Tower, the mighty Muzilla's footprints would show up right next to the tower? Is there really a place that would publish a story like that? Don't treat me like a fool. I've got 1 or 2 valued clients lined up. Actually, there's a newspaper company here at the Grand Tower. Me and Nicole go there all the time. Well, we always get turned away at the door, but still, I wouldn't exactly call that a valued client. Okay. I've talked to her before, haven't I? Or have I? Hey, you, the gal with the ponytail. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Huh? You mean me? Why would you pin something like that to your clothes? Well, this is the badge of the Yatagarasu, and it's a great thief's... That ain't what I'm asking. Even if it's wrapped in gold paper, weren't your body heat melted? What? Don't you get what I'm talking about? The chocolate. That big old piece of chocolate. Didn't nobody teach you not to play with your food? Mr. Edgeworth, what am I supposed to do? Okay, at times like these, just stay silent and wait for the storm to pass. Hey, heinous prosecutor, I'm telling you now, the mighty Muzilla is mine. I'm gonna go over this place with a fine-tooth comb and find me every last clue. I won't miss even a single strand of fallen hair, not to mention its footprints. Fallen hair? You were searching for something like that? Mr. Edgeworth, it's fine. You don't need to worry yet. Your father had a full head of hair after all. Everyone's hair falls out a little bit at some point. Please have some more confidence. I wasn't worried about that. Why is she trying to cheer me up about it? Oh my god. This game's been hilarious today. Shucks, I may be a heck of a social photographer, but after spending all that time hunkered down behind that statue, my back is killing me. Now that you mention it, you said that you saw Muzilla from behind the statue, correct? I sure did, if and when Muzilla's existence comes to light. Think of the huge impact it will have on society. Well, that's the kind of stuff we social photographers always have on our minds. I guess there'd be a pretty big impact on society if Gordy was proven to exist as well. You betcha. Same with ancient aliens, dragons, buried treasures, time machines, and spirit mediums. A social photographer's got to cover everything that impacts society. Ain't it awesome? Wow, you got to be concerned with everything. You really are a friend to society. Okay, please don't take her seriously. Oops, didn't mean to show you that. Let me just say, if you're trying to grab my interest, you've got to bring me something that actually smells like a scoop. I guess this didn't catch your interest. Hey American, how are ya? Mediums like the phase. Yeah, apparently she didn't believe in mediums after what happened in case 2-2. Grand Tower? Well, I guess the case of the black market auction was resolved, thanks to me. Hello? The cat alarm's going off. Moam to you too. Hello? Yeah? Alright, I'll just finish this bit of dialogue. Yeah, we should probably thank you as well, shouldn't we? Thank you so much. I've fully recovered all my memories too. Huh? Your memories? Wait, you lost your memories? It would seem that it is her memories that are suspect. Hello, sweetie. Okay. Time for your dinner. Good night, Rose. Thanks for hanging out. Check out this gorgeous kitty. Hello, sweetie. How you doing? What you want? You want pats, do you? Okay, I'll give you pats. Pats for you? No! No! Now I can't reach her. Oh. How rude. Alright, I'll go feed her. I'm going to take a break. It'll probably be a longish break. I'm going to get myself some honey to drink. So, I'd say like 10 to 15 minutes, I reckon. Oh yeah, while I'm gone, I'll post the straw poll in the thread, in the chat again. Yes, I'm doing a straw poll for who wants me to stream my Pokemon Sword playthrough. I want to play that soon, but I don't know how many people want to watch Pokemon. So it's up to you all if I stream it or if I just play it on my own time and stream something else. Yeah. So I know a lot of people don't like Gen 8. So there's that straw poll, and I'm going to give you some music. Let's see. This one. Go on, play. There we go. Okay, it's going to be a longish break. Hang on. Long break, thanks for your patience. Yeah, I'd say about 10-15 minutes. So, I shall be back. Enjoy the music. Okay. Hi. I'm back. I just noticed that sounds a little bit like... But hang on, what is that? Does that sound like the Steel Samurai thing? It sounds a little bit inspired. The do-do-do-do. Maybe it's not the Steel Samurai thing, maybe it's something else. Anyway. I am back. You have a baby who is having a hard time sleeping. You finally got him to sleep on you. Now you're afraid to move him. Or trapped by a baby. Oh. Alright. That's right, we're talking to Lotta and her apprentice. From save. Alright, anything else I want to show her? Photo? No. She don't care about the photo. Okay. Don't think we have much to talk about her with. Alright, how about you? If it ain't Mr. Edgeworth, so we meet again. Miss Swift, why are you here? You were set up as the suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit to police questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime. For some reason, my questioning was stopped all of a sudden. After a while, they just let me out and told me I could go home scot-free. It must be some kind of message, saying I need to keep on doing my best out there, I reckon. Well, they did give me a pretty stern warning not to reveal anything about the case. In the official statement released to the public about the assassination attempt, Miss Swift was not involved. That must have been the reason why they let her go. But Mr. Edgeworth, attempting to silence Nicole like this is like trying to plug a leaky dam with your bare hands. She was quick to say something so harsh. I quickly put together the full details of everything I knew about the case. Sprinkled in some of my own dramatizations and brought the article into a publisher. But for some reason, I haven't gotten any replies yet. Were they pressured to keep quiet, or were her dramatizations simply too much? Both are probable, so I'm not sure which is true. What information were you trying to collect here at the Grand Tower? Mr. Edgeworth, you still don't get it, do you? If you want to ask a reporter a question, you gotta give her something first. Do you mean information that can be used in an article? Bingo! Give me some info that'll make for a good article. If you ain't got something like that, I guess we won't be talking. I also need some information about John. Let's show her that piece of evidence and try asking her about him. Vex tag? It's a fast-paced version of Edgeworth's theme. Oh, the one... Yep. Ah, okay. I knew it was familiar. Nice. Badge. At that moment, the prosecutor presents his evidence. A faintly shining... What'd you just show me? Never mind. Looks like she doesn't know anything about it. I doubt she knows anything about anything else, but, we'll check. Infiltrating the den of evil to cover a scoop, with complete disregard for her own life. My mentor is really the greatest. Don't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? She must be talking about Miss Hart, although I don't really want to comment. Personally, I would prefer if she didn't make so many rash decisions. So in other words, she's good at making snap decisions. Is there anything else? I'd also prefer if she'd gather information properly, instead of flattering people of status. So in other words, she's able to get lots of info from important people. That's just what I would expect from my mentor. I would also prefer if you didn't take everything I say and turn it all around. She's still got that primed bear trap. That is a safety hazard. Anything to say about Muzilla? No? Okay. I'll just show you the photo then. Miss Swift, I'm sorry, but about this photo. You ain't gotta say it. I know exactly what's going on. What do you mean? You're searching for him, aren't you? That boy. What? Things are still pretty tough for you, I see. Miles Edgeworth, the man of crime. Wherever he goes, dead bodies are sure to follow. Or something like that. That's a terrible reputation to have. Who would have thought? This time there'd be a kidnapping incident. What? How'd you know that? Shh. Could you keep it down a little? This material is top secret. I ain't even told my mentor about it yet. You all gotta keep it a secret for me. If she finds out, I'll be a goner. Why do you know? Judge Courtney should have only told us. I ain't telling that to anyone. Not even you, Mr. Prosecutor. It seems this reporter still hasn't learned her lesson. You can give me the stink eye all you want. I still ain't telling. Do you know something about it? Truth is, I done saw it myself. A boy being taken away by a couple of men in black. What? Where'd they go? That I don't know. They were too far away, so I lost sight of them. Darn it. But at least we know what the criminals look like. Yes, a pair of men in black. Cool. Thank you. Got logic button. Okay. Oh, the men in black are the ones who arrived in the taxi, it seems. Rode in the taxi. Now, do they have a box with them, perhaps? We've now collected some testimony regarding the culprits. Miss Swift says she saw two men slip away with John. Furthermore, the taxi driver says he picked up two men in his taxi. They must be the same guys. It seems likely. However, there is still a problem. According to the taxi driver, the two men were alone. John wasn't with them. Yeah, you're right. That is a problem. We did see a questionable box over on the truck, didn't we? Well, we'll try and connect to the box with John wasn't with them. What if the kidnappers stole the box? Ah, you mean they... Exactly. They took it in order to carry John inside it. John's a tiny kid after all. Then, the reason the taxi driver didn't see John was because... It's likely he was put in the trunk as the kidnappers' luggage. But why did they need to go through all the trouble of hiding him? At first, the kidnappers must have intended to abduct him without being seen. However, they didn't anticipate all the policemen in the plaza. Ah, I see. If they tried to just walk away with him, they would have been spotted. Just the mere presence of policemen would have been a sizable threat. I get it. In that case, we've got to ask the taxi driver. Did the two men you told us about earlier have any luggage with them? Yeah, they stuffed a huge box into the trunk. Then that's that! Those guys must be the kidnappers. Do you remember where you took those men? Sounds to me like something serious has gone down here. If you'd like, I could take you to the same place I took them. Let's do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, thank you for your help. No problemo, just leave it to me. Nice. Rum. 12:57 PM, question mark. Ugh, that taxi drove way too fast. I don't feel too good. Mr. Edgeworth, are you alright? Your face is really pale. I'm fine. The driver said they came to this house's garage. This must be where those two men brought the box. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, Look at the nameplate on the door. Nameplate? What? Blaze to best? So this is the chairman's house. Does that mean the one who kidnapped John was Blaze to best? Blaze should have already been arrested, though. Are we not going to get to see the house? Ah, the garage door is unlocked. You really do have a good eye for this sort of thing. Aha! It smells like motor oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby. So they drive on the right in Japanifornia. That's surprisingly consistent with 2-2. Yeah. Edgy must not drive his red sports car that fast if a taxi driver makes him nervous. That's a good point. I think in the anime he drives pretty fast. He parks like Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura, just into the spot. Excuse me? We're coming in. Anybody home? Doing something like this is as if we're a couple of petty thieves. Shh, be quiet. Right now we're great thieves. Have some self-awareness. She scolded me. Nobody's here. For now, it looks like we can get through this without being arrested. This isn't the time to be relieved. Now the real deal begins. Let's go look for treasure. We are looking for John, not treasure. Well. Wow, this bike is so cool. Look at that. It has a skull for a headlight. It seems the eyes light up when you turn on the headlights. Ooh, well, I'm sure its eyes don't glare as well as yours, Mr. Edgeworth. My eyes don't actually emit light when I glare, though. I hope not. Mr. Edgeworth, there are huge bags of flour here. If I had some water and a rolling pin, I could make some noodles by hand. I'll slightly undercook them, so they have a nice, firm, al dente texture. Okay, those are bags of cement mix, not flour. When mixed with water, it will harden. It's not something you'd want to sink your teeth into. Oh, I guess cement noodles shouldn't be cooked al dente. No, they shouldn't even be cooked in the first place. Well, there's the box. Just gotta finish looking around first. Ah, I found something good. These are mechanics gloves. You wear them during vehicle maintenance, or when you're working with machinery. They look really stained with motor oil. However, they are also horribly stained with dirt. Could the gloves have gotten this dirty just from maintaining the bike? I don't really like Blaze, but these gloves are pretty cool. Do you think we could come up with some reason to take these with us? When you say it like that, it makes it hard for me to take them as evidence. I like that. Kay asks. Maya wouldn't ask, she'd just take them. Aren't bike gloves fingerless? Well, yeah, I think these ones are more for maintenance and not for actual riding, I think. John is considered treasure in the eyes of a thief. Yeah. Hey, UED, welcome. Yeah, we're going pretty well. We're trying to find John, who was kidnapped. And that's why Courtney... Courtney has been trying to get a not guilty verdict for Patricia Rowland. And it's because John was kidnapped. John was this kid from last time. And turns out he's Courtney's son. So we're trying to find him at the moment. There are large tools hanging on the wall, such as a sledgehammer and a shovel. It's a lot bigger than the gavel Miss Courtney carries around. If I ever become a judge, I'd want my gavel to be this big. Swinging such a huge gavel in court would be intolerable. Please don't. Ah, then I'll just swing the shovel that's beneath it instead. That has no business being swung in court or elsewhere. Please don't. Please don't. This large box. This must be it. This is probably the box that Mr. Powers said had been stolen. So John was stashed in this box and then transported all the way here. Please don't talk about people as if they are objects. However, if that's the case, there is also a possibility that John is still somewhere in this garage. Okay, let's go look for him. Our honour as the great thief and her assistant depend on it. Good grief. Oh. There's someone inside. Is it John? John, we're coming to save you! Eh? This is... Sebastian? You're... Sebastian? What? Why? This is Blaze's house, right? That would mean... Yes, it should also be Sebastian's house. So then, why is he... Okay, go help him out. Can't be bothered helping himself. If it has to do with ropes, just leave it to Kay. Maya is a spontaneous kleptomaniac. Kay is a thief. Big difference. Yes. Yeah, quite a lot has happened this session. Here I go. A little pull over here and a quick tug over there. Are you alright, Sebastian? Oh, he looks a little worse for wear. Why were you tied up in a place like this? How should I know? You guys don't know anything about me. It's because we don't know. That's why we're asking you. He's completely shut off his heart. Indeed. If it's come to this, I suppose I have no choice but to use that. He loves any excuse to send people to the chess dimension. Ah, you mean... I hate to do this when he's in such a fragile state. It's like kicking a man who's down. Will it be alright? His mind might break if you corner him too much, you know? Yes, I'm aware of that. I will try to be careful. Good grief. I wonder how this will turn out. I've never held back against anyone before. After running out of the meeting room this morning, why would he be here of all places? You guys, you don't know how I feel! 5, oh my god. He's gone through a lot of shock. He must be on the verge of an emotional meltdown. It can't be helped. At times like this, I must quietly listen to what he has to say. No one tells me anything. I'm always the one being left out like an idiot. Aww. Hey Delta? Sorry, Delita? Welcome. I should try to answer his questions as best I can. Considering how fragile he is, I won't have much time to spare. Though, I'll need to ask about his true feelings and try to calm him down post-haste. Yeah, I feel sorry for him too, with his dad being such a monster. And this is pretty funny. Hey Sebastian, hey, we're here to save you, I guess. Also, off to the chess dimension. You're a failure as a person? Alright, I'm gonna have to try that. Oh. Wow. That's the obvious bad choice. From what I've seen these past few days, you have absolutely no redeeming qualities. Perhaps you should try starting over again, as a human being. Calm down. I'm not finished yet. No way. I'm never gonna listen to you or anyone else again. I just said the one thing that I shouldn't have said. Just leave me alone already. I can't trust anyone anymore. Confound it! Who says confound it? Come on. Oh. I can't give up now. I have to stand my ground. Wow. Now, let's try this again. Could you please tell me what's on your mind? I don't wanna. It's not like you to listen to me anyways. Neither of these are good answers. Wait and see. What's wrong? Normally you'd be shouting objection right about now. Wait and see. You're serious? You're really gonna listen to what I have to say? I can understand the shock you went through after what happened with your father. It wasn't just Pops. This morning, I lost everything. Oh, you poor baby. Do you understand? Oh, nope. That was, whoops. Please stop it already. Just leave me alone. I can't trust anyone anymore. Curses. If I make any pointless remarks, his mind will break. Even so, he's someone that cries easily. Whether he's feeling down or he's losing his temper, he'll be crying either way, so I won't be able to tell the difference. I should try reading the emotion in what he's saying. Wait and see. Wait and see. I guess we're waiting and seeing a lot. Wait and see. Everything I have was given to me by Pops. Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, just what am I supposed to believe in? Believe in yourself seems like the right answer, but who knows? If you can't believe in others, then at least believe in yourself. You'll need to gain experience on your own, but if you require wisdom, I can lend you a hand. Ever since I got locked up, I've been thinking. Am I too inculpable to be a prosecutor? Incapable? Which one was it? This one's difficult, actually. Believe in the me that believes in you. Exactly. Yeah, some of the wrong answers are so mean. Poor thing. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm not sure if correcting him's the right answer. Let's wait and see. Oh, and now you're ignoring me. You just came to laugh at me, didn't you? Calm down. It seems I waited a little too long. Oops. Oopsies. Reload my save. Yeah, I feel really bad for him. I believe incapable is the word you are looking for. Judging your own ability is not an easy task. Sebastian, little by little, you are growing. Sebastian, would you tell me your side of the story? I understand. What should I talk about? He seems to have calmed down slightly. I'd like you to tell me everything you know about the kidnappers. Now then, tell me what you heard and saw. Who kidnapped you? Do you have any idea who the kidnapper could be? Of course I don't. If I did, I would have told you already. Got enough clues, okay. Why were you tied up in your own home, of all places? That's what I'd like to know. I'm the victim here. How would I know? Wait and see. I was really scared, being locked up alone, you know. Did your abductors happen to say anything to you? I don't really get it, but one of them said, "Don't blame us, blame the owner of this house." This one's actually hard. Well, the owner of this house, wouldn't that be Blaze to Best? Huh? But Pops? I get it. Someone who hates Pops must have taken me hostage. No. Considering the situation, that seems unlikely. The connection between Blaze and the kidnappers. This could be a useful clue. Okay. Do you know what the kidnapper's objective was? What are you saying? What else would a kidnapper want besides a ransom? Need more clues. Alright, we'll try the first one again. Who kidnapped your... A kidnapper can easily use his own home to hold someone captive. Sebastian, you were kidnapped by your own father. What? It can't be. Was he going to kill me because I was a nuisance? Of course not. He wouldn't have kidnapped you, huh? Would there be any reason for him to take your life? If his son was found dead in his own garage, Blaze would be suspected immediately. I see. Then, why was I kidnapped? Kidnapping his own son? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be after any ransom money. There must be some other reason why Blaze ordered the kidnapping. Useful clue! Objective. Kidnapping his own son in order to demand a ransom wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, you're right. Did you notice anything strange when you got kidnapped? Oh, as soon as I answered their question, they just took me away. They asked you a question. Tell me what they asked you. Wow, don't glare at me like that. I think they asked me, do you know Courtney? I see. The pieces of the puzzle are starting to fall into place. Blaze and the kidnappers did not intend to kidnap you. Their objective was John Marsh. They were planning to kidnap Judge Courtney's son in order to have Patricia Rowland declared not guilty. Justine has a son? And Warden Rowland gets declared not guilty? I suspect the kidnappers mistook you for John Marsh. All of this was just a mistake? Wait, maybe that's why. Back then. Did you just remember something? No, it's nothing. I'm useless anyways. Just leave me alone already. This is bad. He might be at his emotional limit. I must get him to tell me what he remembered, and try to calm him down as well. I like the more urgent music. Based on how distressed Sebastian looks right now, it must have been quite traumatic. I'll need to help him get back on his feet. What did you remember just now? I didn't remember anything about that guy. Would that guy happen to be Blaze? Done it! Oh, so this is the difference between me and someone who earned his prosecutor title. I've been wanting to ask you, why did you become a prosecutor? What does it matter? I'm not fit to be a prosecutor anyways. You don't fit at all, it fits me quite well. Neither of those sound good, so let's just wait and see. Say something! You must have some reason for choosing this path, right? No, it's not like that. It wasn't anything special. I became a prosecutor for a really insignificant reason. Wait and see. It was just a personal reason. Just like you, I too became a prosecutor for a personal reason. Huh? Is that true? But you're a really successful prosecutor. Yeah, definitely. Don't ask to see my badge. I'm sure that Pops, the PRC chairman, would have been more proud of you than me. Father's approval. I see. So, you wanted your father's approval? Oh, I thought that if I became the best prosecutor, he'd be proud of me. That's why I just wanted to help out Pops as much as I could. Would you happen to be protecting your father? What? I don't have any reason to protect someone like him. Didn't you want to help him? Didn't you want to help out your father as much as you could? Oh, just once. I only wanted to be useful to Pops, just this once. That way, I could help him regain his reputation. Repetition. His repetition. You seem to be mixing up your words again. The word you're looking for is reputation. Huh? No one's ever told me that before. Your father, who has strayed from his path, continues to add to his crimes. Even knowing that, do you truly want things to stay the way they are? But, in that case, just what am I supposed to do? You should triumph over your father, who has treated you like a fool. You must stop Blaze before he commits another crime. I never thought of it that way. I wanted to triumph over Pops. Somehow, it seems he has calmed down once again. Now's my chance to ask him about Blaze's secret. I will give Sebastian the courage to stand up to his father. Talk or I'll charge you as an accomplice. Oh no. That can't be a good option, right? Let's try it. Now, why don't you tell me about Blaze's secret? If you continue to protect your father like this, you'll be charged as an accomplice, you know. Eek! Don't be so mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I already said I'd tell you. There's no reason to threaten me. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I hate you! Oh. No. Oh, I was expecting that to be an insta-kill. He's been heavily traumatized. I should refrain from making pointless remarks. I'm undoing that because I feel really bad for it. It didn't happen, okay? Did not happen. Edgy going full on Von Karma, taking an enemy's son and moulding them for his own purpose. Oh. Evidence for the trial. It seems that the evidence regarding Patricia Rowland never made it to trial. It's the duty of a prosecutor to watch over the evidence. Did you take care of it properly? That's not it. Just listen to what I have to say. I thought I would keep it in the safest place I knew. Oh, What have I done? Not enough clues, okay. Did he keep it at the PRC room? Was there some connection between your father and Patricia Rowland? I'm sorry, I don't really know. Every tiny bit helps. Can you remember anything at all? I think sometimes they would interact with each other during work, but... But? Is there something else on your mind? Apparently, Pops is the one who recommended Roland to be the warden. Oh? Was there a reason for Blaze to recommend her? Probably because, unlike me, Pops actually cares about her. Well, Pops has known her since he first became the chief prosecutor after all. What was he like when he was the chief prosecutor? Oh, Pops was amazing. He'd look over every single piece of evidence that went through the prosecutor's office. I'll bet he did. He looked over every single piece of evidence. It definitely happened, for this is the Edgeworth way. No, it didn't happen. This could be a major clue. We use the clue. Wait and see. He seems to have become unsettled again. I suppose I should lend him a hand. The place you thought would be the safest, would that have been in Blaze the Best's hands? Oh, he told me that it would be safer if he took care of the evidence. I'm sorry, but he has betrayed your trust in the worst way possible. Pops, why would he want to hide the evidence? Blaze's objective was to have Warden Roland found not guilty by obscuring the truth. Sebastian, you were used by your father. Oh. It's possible that Blaze the Best has the evidence with him. Furthermore, we still have no idea where John is. I must return to my investigation post-haste. However, this is all my fault. What am I going to do now? Seeing him like this, I can't just leave him be. He is still suffering in the gap between his ideal and reality. He will never move on until he figures out how to live his own life. We're just going to help him with the entire course of his life now. Sebastian is about to face his greatest trial. Perhaps this is fate. I shall give him the push forward that he needs. What do you plan to do from here on? First, I'm returning this red jacket. I'm not fit to wear it. Clothes fake the man. I think that's what Pops used to say. He knew all along I was a fake. It would look much better on me. It would clash horribly, actually. It's not fake. The saying is clothes make the man. You are what you wear. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've learned something new yet again. Yes. All you have to do now is become a prosecutor who is fit to wear that jacket. Yeah, I'll do my best. That way, no one will ever make fun of me again. But how can I get people to accept me? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Not enough clues. Same path as your father. Will you continue to ignore the truth, just like your father? Please, stop it already. I don't want your putty. Just leave me alone. I believe pity is the word you're looking for. Oh, really? I also have my own reasons for wanting to speak with you. There was a time when I, too, did not seek the truth, and continued to run away from it. However, thanks to a certain friend, I was able to realise my mistake. That's nice. You're lucky, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't have anyone like that. I will show you the way. If you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way. It is the way. What? Only if you have the will for it, though. I don't want to be like Pops. So, he wants to surpass his own father. I understand his feelings clearly now. Alright, will you continue to be a prosecutor? Do you still intend to continue as a prosecutor? I don't really know. It's not like I became a prosecutor on my own. Because of that, do I even have the right to continue being a prosecutor? Whether or not you continue as a prosecutor is something you must decide for yourself. Well, only you can determine your path in life. I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. Because if I give up now, I know I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. So, he wants to continue to live as a prosecutor. I shall keep his will in mind. Sebastian says that he wants to surpass his father and continue to be a prosecutor. In other words, he wants to be a different prosecutor from his father. It's the first answer he's arrived at on his own. I'm sure if he has the will, he'll find his way. What do you plan to do from here on? Alright, so we've seen this one, we just skip through. This is the way. Right, I have someone I'd like you to meet. He learns really quickly. Tell him one word and he'll remember it. Makes you wonder how much of an attempt the people around him made to actually teach him. Yeah, actually. For goodness sake, don't you remember your own words? Perhaps his own will can show him the way. As a prosecutor, didn't you want to walk a different path from your father? Certainly, the path you've chosen is not an easy one. Nevertheless, you still chose to live as a prosecutor. In that case, it should be clear to you what you need to do. I still question how I live my life to this day. But you, Sebastian, have found your own answer. So believe in yourself, prosecutor the best. Where? He was mistaken for John and kidnapped by Blaze's underlings. And after his father stole his evidence, he lost his confidence as a prosecutor. The emotions he is going through must be more painful than anything I could imagine. It's taken longer than I thought, but with that, it's checkmate. Thanks for my pixels. Oh. Darn it! He dashed out of here at full speed. It seems if there's one thing he's the best at, it's running away. Oh, okay, that's over. 1:15 PM, outside Grand Tower, Tower Plaza. Curses, we're running out of time. We should check in with Mr. Shields. I'd also like to know what the situation is like on their end. But Mr. DeBest ran off again. We'll just give them the new information we discovered. Francisco will take his place. I wonder if that's going to be enough. It can't be helped. Since he ran away, there's nothing more we can do. So I wonder, was he even kidnapped? If they kidnapped Sebastian instead? Maybe he just saw what happened and ran? I guess I'll just say it again. If there's no murder weapon, you can't prove the defendant is guilty. Just because we don't have the murder weapon doesn't mean the defendant is innocent. It seems you wish to taste the sting of my whip. Gah! Mr. Attorney, this trial, how much longer will it take? Because it feels like it hasn't gone anywhere at all for a good while now. Well, sorry, but that stubborn prosecutor over there just doesn't seem to understand. Until I am satisfied, this whip will lash out at you as many times as I see fit. By now, she's probably whipped me once for every year I've been alive. Miles, what's taking you so long? Even though we're just stalling for time, Uncle Ray can't keep this up much longer. Oops, excuse me. Phone call. Mind if I take this? I will allow it. Mr. Shields. Oh, Miles, it's you. How's it going over there? We found Sebastian. Oh, and the knife and chisel? It seems he handed the evidence over to Blaise de Best. It's very likely that Blaise knows the whereabouts of the murder weapon. Ex-chairman de Best? But why would Blaise... That I don't know yet. However, there may be some hidden connection between Patricia Rowland and Blaise. Gotcha. In that case, I'll issue a subpoena for Blaise de Best right now. Subpoena? Yeah, I think that's how they pronounced it. I'll grill him personally. I will continue to search for the missing evidence. And for John as well. Try to hurry it up, would you? We're at our wits' end over here. It feels like the verdict could be handed down at any moment. Understood. How much longer can Judge Courtney's heart hold out? I know she's in a lot of pain. I've got to hurry. The phone dimension. A defense attorney taking a call mid-trial. Seems legit. So, how's the trial going? Blaise will be taking the stand. I don't know how things will turn out, though. He'll do anything, from hiding evidence to kidnapping. He really is nothing but trouble. I agree. We should probably take another look at the evidence concerning him. Okay, leave it to me. First, here's the latest evidence fresh from the scene. They're the gloves from earlier, although I am certainly curious about them. Anything else? The case files from the IS-7 incident. If I recall, Blaise was also involved in this, right? Indeed. He was involved in destroying the evidence. For now, let's keep this on hand. Now then, is there anything else? Of course! Last but not least, we've got this! This is the Yatagarasu's badge. Okay. I'm talking about things related to Blaise. Please be serious. But aren't you always going around presenting random evidence to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, called out. God, no. Well, that's... She badged us. Isn't that Sebastian? Ah, what are you doing here? Whoa! He ignored us. He came out of the Grand Tower. What was he doing in there? Let's go investigate what Mr. de Best was up to. Yes, let us go. The hatch is open. The hatches are open. It might be Mr. de Best who opened it. Did Sebastian come in here? Mr. Edgeworth, over there. The safe's open. Did he come here to open that? Let's examine it thoroughly. Okay. Didn't expect to be back here. Is this still beginning part 2? Because, oh my god. It's been like 5 hours worth of content now. In total. Like part 1 and part 2. That chain was used to keep people from opening this box, right? Yes, it is as you see. I can't just use rope escape tricks anymore. I need to learn chain escape tricks too. It really has become the dark age of great thieves. I suppose even thieves have their troubles. Inspect everything but the safe. Climbing ladders is pretty fun. Come on, let's clear all the rungs in one go and jump outside. Hold it. We're leaving after we examine the safe or the display shelves. Well, hurry up then. I want to go ladder climbing. Which is more important, the ladder or the investigation? It seems like there's something missing here, doesn't it? Yes, you're right. That Jammin' Ninja mask. I suppose it would be natural for her to remember the events that took place 2 days ago. Mr. Edgeworth, there are masks here, and on the rooftop there's a cotton candy stand. I guess what's missing is an apple bobbing station and a shooting gallery. So that's what you meant. I had no need to worry. 1, 10, 100... what are you counting? The numbers on the sign in front of this statue. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000... 2.4 million? 2.4 million ounces? Just how many pounds is that, Mr. Edgeworth? At any rate, the floor does look like it is under a lot of weight. They made new dialogue for everything in here. It's the transceiver they use to contact us. This is codename Yatagarasu. Mr. Edgeworth, please respond. Over. What is it? I've successfully infiltrated the 51st floor of the Grand Tower. Report your current position. I am also on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower. I'm standing right next to you. What? You're here too? But when did you get here? I have no idea what you're doing, but could we hurry up and resume the investigation? Temporarily joining forces, eh? Huh. That doesn't sound half bad. Well then, follow me. Roger, Mr. Edgeworth. The tabletop is being supported by 4 naked men. The design is quite painful to look at. But it looks like a good place to hide under during an earthquake. No matter what heavy objects fall on top of it, I'm sure it will hold. Hiding under that table would mean being surrounded by the 4 naked men, though. A great thief always works outdoors, so I don't really use desks much. Which means I won't be the one hiding under it. It'll be you, Mr. Edgeworth. Come on now, get in, get in! I refuse. It's the money that was used in the black market auction. I hope Kay isn't tempted by it. Stealing money seems to be the popular trend for thieves these days. Is it really an issue of trendiness? However, don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. The great thief Yatagarasu won't be swept away by the current trends. Current trends? I should probably just leave it at that. Hey, look at this! It's a monkey head with a top knot. This is the mascot of Global Studios. I've come across it before in a past case. I think I've also heard its name before. Monkey... something monkey. I've got it! Madam Monkey. Almost, Kay. You were close. Its name is Mrs. Monkey. Huh? Was that really what it was called? I think Madam Monkey sounds way better though. It's pointless to go down to the meeting room. What's important right now is the storeroom. A hidden lift, along with a hidden ladder. The person who made this place must have really liked hiding things. Is something on your mind? Yes. As a great thief, I'm always on the lookout for new hiding techniques. But don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't do something like hide your fuzzy slippers. Since when have I ever worn fuzzy slippers? I was hoping he'd say, how did she know about that? Ah, we still can't look at the suitcase. Yeah, he was playing along with the walkie-talkie thing. That was cool. Alright. There's something inside the safe. Let's go ahead and have a look. There are some documents in here. It's just a bunch of papers and... Huh? There's a photo here too. This is a picture of... Huh? That's Mr. Knightley. Horace Knightley, the President's bodyguard. Why is his picture here? And what are all these papers for? I don't know. We will have to read the documents to find out. I'm all but certain there is a connection between Knightley and Dogen. Dogen's chess partner, whose identity remained unknown until now, was actually Knightley all along. That is proof enough. Tomorrow I shall interrogate him in the warden's office. I'll get him to confess that he's one of Dogen's henchmen. That thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago. You simply must retrieve it. This seems to be a report about Knightley. Not to mention, it was apparently written before Knightley was killed. Horace Knightley was murdered while he was being interrogated in the warden's office. Judging from the contents, this document was probably written by Patricia Rowland. I knew it! The question, however, is who this report was addressed to. Ah, the owner of this safe is... the conductor, Blaze de Best. So, this proves that Miss Rowland and Blaze are connected. Indeed. However, it's not just the two of them. Huh? Blaze de Best and Patricia Rowland were searching for Dogen's henchman. Sirhan Dogen, that dog-loving assassin. This means that there is a hidden connection between the three of them. I wonder what it could be. I don't know, but it must be related to this case. Ah, there's some other stuff in here that I remember seeing. There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. What? I didn't do anything yet. It's Horace Knightley's. The chessboard and the ring. All of his possessions are inside this safe. So basically, all of this stuff is evidence from the prison case? Correct. Then the knife and chisel that vanished might be in here too. Let's see. Mr. Knife, Mr. Chisel... they're not in there. I guess this is all just Mr. Knightley's stuff. I see. That's too bad. Horace Knightley is dead. Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet. You hear me? However, the game is not over yet. Unless I can see it through to its end. Whew. Everything in this game is connected. No. I guess we go outside now. Anything else to look at here? All the evidence from the prison case is here, but the knife and chisel are nowhere to be found. It can't be helped. Let's climb back up to the viewing platform and exit the Grand Tower. It's about time! Climbing ladders is something I never get tired of. I think you're the only one who feels that way. We have a lot of evidence. Knightley's memory and mementos. A ring and chessboard. Report on Knightley. Oh yeah, that's the thing Edgeworth read. Oh yeah, 7 documents. Yep, that's that case. Third case. Alright. Oh wait, did we ever look at the gloves? I don't think we did. Ah, we can't inspect them. Wait, what is that on the hands? There's something else on the hands of that. Alright. Young lady, good sir, might I interest you in some cotton candy? Oh god. There is also ice cream, if that is what you'd prefer. You? Shelley the Killer? It's good to see you are well, Mr. Edgeworth. But what are you doing in a place like this? As you can see, I'm selling cotton candy. Would you care for some heavenly cotton candy? Even sweeter than death. One bite will send you straight to heaven. No thanks. That's definitely not something I'd want to buy from Tequila. So she's a fan of those boots in video games that let you climb ladders at 250% speed. The meaning of my message. Have you understood it yet? I congratulate you on resolving the case. However, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved? Have you been spying on us this whole time? Spying? Heavens, no. I was simply watching over you. While disguised as a cotton candy salesman. Isn't that the exact same thing? What is this man's objective? Were you the one who murdered the president? No. The contract with my client has already expired. President Huang is a bit of a celebrity in the world of assassins, you see. Over the years, many attempts on his life were made, and yet he stubbornly lives on. He is a robust man, surrounded by flawless security. He even employs body doubles. Robust? That president? Rotund seems more apt. Edgeworth. However, it seems this time the president's security wasn't exactly flawless. Mr. Rook had only just prevented your previous assassination, but this time, I did not kill him. It is not my principle to kill needlessly. I am also grateful to Rook, a worthy adversary who was connected to me by fate. Thanks to that man, I did not kill a target who had no value to be killed. Thanks to Rook preventing the assassination. What does he mean? Hang on, I just got a message. Ah, from Steve. Just gotta quickly answer him. We get to listen to the Killer's theme. What's with the characters in this game? The best, the killer, the Chestworth. That's really good. My client deliberately gave me a false target. It was a betrayal most foul. I am now searching for my client. In all likelihood, it is the same person you are looking for. Is he saying that his client murdered the president? Just who is this person you're referring to? I myself am not allowed to say. It would be a violation of the rules. I cannot disclose the identity of my clients, for to do so would create a problem of trust with my other clients. This is precisely why I am personally searching for them myself. What are you going to do when you find your client? Of course, they shall be rewarded with a punishment most befitting of a traitor. What? That person? What'll happen to them? I will leave that up to your imagination. It certainly won't be anything pleasant. Oh yes, I will tell you just one more thing. 3 days ago, Sirhan Dogan escaped from prison. What? Oh dear. 3 nights passed. Dogan's solitary cell was found vacant. It was almost as if he knew I would come pay him a visit. He visited Dogan's cell? Could it be that the person the killer is searching for is... Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going. Let us both do our best in tracking down that person. Well, so, the killer and Dogan, these 2 assassins. This sound is... Mr. Edgeworth! Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing. Interesting ringtone? I feel like I've heard this before. Could it be John? Mr. Edgeworth, how are you doing? It sounds like they're using a voice changer. Who is this? Someone you've been searching for. The one in the red hood. The red hood. Are you the person who ambushed Kay? Brilliant deduction. I'd expect no less from a prodigy prosecutor such as yourself. Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on this too. Very well. I'll put it on speaker. Well, I must say that I didn't expect the girl to get amnesia. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? But that's not all, you see. Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze to Best to kill Jill Crane. What? This must be the person the killer spoke of. I really should thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You have no reason to thank me. Oh, you haven't noticed? My, that's troublesome, you know. I wanted you to catch Blaze for me. So I took dear little Kay. What? If Kay was suspected, I knew you would investigate the case. And I was sure that the great Miles Edgeworth would be able to catch Blaze. It was all according to my plan. And you know, I get the feeling that you have the wrong idea. So let me clear something up. Blaze to Best wasn't the one who kidnapped Miss Courtney's son. You. Why do you know about the kidnapping? You and Miss Courtney are really quite alike, you know. She even came to visit you at the detention centre and got all friendly with you. How could this person know something like that? Judge Courtney was supposed to have visited me using the detective's name. I bet you're wondering how I knew about the kidnapping, right? Mind reader. It's quite simple, really. It's because darling little John is in my care right now. What? Huh? You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces. Quickly, little Kay. You have to hurry and steal him back. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Yatagarasu's name on your first job, would you? Do you even know it's my first job? Why does this person know everything in so much detail? Well, I suppose I can't blame you for your mistake. It seems Blaze was after John as well, you see. So there were 2 kidnappings? He's such a fool, you know. Kidnapping his own son instead. Is John there with you? If he is, then I would like to hear his voice. He's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, he's asleep right now. In that case, There's no way for us to know if you really kidnapped John or not. I suppose you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. What is your objective? Is it to get Patricia Rowland declared not guilty? A not guilty verdict? I couldn't care less about that. So his objective is different from Blaze's. I think I'll keep my objective a secret for now. Well then, I must be going. I hope you enjoy yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't think you can get away with this. Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. Ugh. Who in the world was that? I don't know. We don't have enough information. Darn it. We're totally clueless. Meanwhile, they seem to know everything about us. Know everything about us? Okay, you're right. Thinking about it, it is strange. How does the culprit know so much about us? It's so weird. I mean, they even know about the kidnapping. We must figure out how the culprit was able to obtain that information. I must recall. What exactly did that person know? You and Miss Courtney are really quite alike, you know? She even came to visit you in the detention centre and got all friendly with you. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Yatagarasu's name on your first job, would you? You even know it's my first job? You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces. That's it. By analysing our conversation with the culprit. I figured it out, Kay. I know the source of this person's information. Oh. Do I have to point it out? This person, they must have read the game script. Too bad the guy didn't inherit the phone dimension. The culprit is Gumshoe. What? Really? In all likelihood, this person probably... I think Courtney's phone is bugged. Let's try the other ones first. Perhaps they have been tailing us. What? So we're being followed? Shadowing a great thief such as myself cannot go unpunished. But isn't it a bit weird? Why do you say that? Well, didn't the person say they couldn't see the look on our faces? If they were following us, they should be able to see our faces. That's certainly true. Hang on, go drink some water. If our faces can't be seen, it limits the possibilities. Indeed, in that case, there is only one way possible. Has been taking photos of us. They have probably been secretly taking photos of us. What? They've been taking pictures of us? I won't forgive creeps who secretly take pictures of cute girls like me. Let's catch them and give them their just desserts. But, are they really taking photos of us? Is something the matter? Well, didn't the person say they couldn't see the look on our faces? If they were taking our photos, they would have been able to see our faces. I can't argue with that. I believe it is highly likely that we have been bugged. Bugged? If you recall what that person said. You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces. If they couldn't see our faces, that means they weren't taking our pictures or following us. Then they must have planted a bug somewhere. Could it be in my stuff? Was there anything they could have had a chance to bug? There must be a hint somewhere in our conversation just now. That's right. That person knew something they shouldn't have. The conversation between Judge Courtney and myself in the visitors' room. Judge Courtney! Hush. Please, have a seat. The only evidence I had with me at the time was... Where was the bug planted? It was in my badge. It was in Kay's badge. Kay, may I see your badge? Oh, is it the right answer? My Yatagarasu's badge? No way! Why not? Mr. Edgeworth, just because you became a great thief's assistant doesn't mean you're ready to wear this badge yet. That's not it. It's very likely that a bug was planted in it. What? In my badge? I accidentally got the right answer. Let's take a closer look. Alright, hang on. Just kidding, it's Virgil trying to gain more power by manipulating the legal system. Badge, finally the correct answer. I thought it was Courtney's phone, but yeah. Can't skip through this part. I guess they wouldn't have had a chance to bug her phone though. Is her phone even in my evidence? No, it's not. Okay. It's in the Mozilla doll. The kidnapper probably planted a bug inside this. It'd be kind of hard to put a bug into something like that. Ugh, it seems that wasn't it. Let's try remembering what the kidnapper said over the phone. Yeah, that wasn't very much dialogue, was it? That person knew something they shouldn't have known. The conversation between Judge Courtney and myself in the visitors' room. Yeah, you just showed me this. If he somehow eavesdropped on that conversation, the only things he could have bugged would have been what I had with me at the time. In the badge. The bug was planted in the chest dimension. Alright, now we get to look at the badge. Inspect the badge. God, I wasn't expecting this section to still be going. This is a huge case. Ooh. Ah, this is... It seems I was right. How did you know? The person had been in contact with you. You mean when I was knocked unconscious? Yes. That's why I thought one of your possessions might have been bugged. Sure, definitely. However, that person also overheard my conversation with Judge Courtney. I totally didn't find the answer by accident or anything. Nope. Even though that conversation took place in the visitors' room with just the two of us. Ah, so you were holding on to it at that time. Exactly. All the other evidence had been taken away from me. Only the Yatagarasu's badge remained with me. So this creep's been listening in on us the whole time. Indeed. That must be how they knew about all the information we collected. Does that mean they're also listening in on this conversation? Most likely. Hey, Buster! Kay? Eavesdropping is for cowards. Why don't you come out here and fight us fair and square? What was that sound just now? Oh. Huh? That's Nicole. Honestly, you scared the bejesus out of me. Your voice was so loud there, little missy. I was so surprised I done fell flat on my behind. I'm sorry. What were you getting so riled up for? You gotta hear this. It really grinds my gears. Yes, yes? Okay. Please just leave it at that. Unless you want to make tomorrow morning's headlines. Oh, that was close. Aw, shucks. Don't be such a stick in the mud. What's wrong with letting a gal open her heart and spill the beans? For now, I'll turn the bug off. So, did you find the kidnappers? Miss Swift, was the boy you saw being kidnapped this boy in the photo? Nope, they ain't nothing alike. He had a more stupid looking face and was wearing a collared school uniform. I thought so. Yet again, we were led astray by this woman's testimony. We will have to conduct our investigation all over again. So, we're back where we started. Are there any new leads? Yep. There's only 20 minutes left until 2 o'clock. Will we be able to make it in time? Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth! About that phone call just now! Wasn't there a strange sound at the end? A strange sound? Don't think you can get away with this. Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. Now that you mention it, it sounded like an explosion. It might be a hint to establish the culprit's whereabouts. I see. The sound of an explosion, eh? I would appreciate it if you stopped eavesdropping on us. Mr. Prosecutor, you're as stingy as ever. First, let's see what she has to say. Another investigation. Okay, I'm going to have to stop here. My throat's getting very sore. I was hoping to get to the end of this section. The question is, why does the badge have a micro storage compartment within it? Good question. Maybe it's to store SD cards for information? I don't know. My badge is bugged. How freaking long do the batteries in the bug last? Yes, that's a good question. Yeah, this case is amazing so far. Well, I'm going to have to save it and leave it there. My throat's very sore. So, not sure when I'll stream next or what I'll stream. Just see if anyone's streaming that I can send you all to. No one really streaming at the moment, unfortunately. Thank you all very much for watching. Okay, thank you all very much for watching. I was going to type /raid, but I got no one to raid. Oh. I'll see you all next time. Maybe DK64 if I need to rest my voice a bit longer. Or I'll play more of this if I'm up for it. This case seems like it's going to be real long. So it might take us a while to get through in terms of real time. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.